Good morning, children. Welcome to the class. The other day we have discussed about floods or floodplain, river, how it flows, isn't it? And the river bed, when water is not there and the river gets dried up, it is called as floodplain. Okay, and I told you, you must have seen in movie also, sorry, in TV also, like how sand is being taken away from the bed of the river. It happens only during the dry period, that is summer season, because in South India we have rains only during a specific period of time, and the rivers will be full of water only during the winter season and rainy season. Okay, so in summer they get dried up. Okay, but in northern India we don't have like that. We have the rivers which are originating from the Himalayas, so continuous flow of water will be there. Okay, and I told you we have seen I think most of you must have seen the river when it is full of water and also when it is dried up, and you can see the floodplain also. Okay, so what happens is when you have rains, while the rain is falling on the mountains or hills, what will happen when the water is coming by with force? It will start bringing along with it sand also, sand or soil or whatever it is. So when it comes to the plains, it will all the sand or whatever it is being settled there, and only the water will be flowing. Okay, so in the dry period what happens is the accumulation of this soil is called as silt, children. SILT. This silt, what will happen if it is more, if this silt is more in the rivers or in tanks, what will happen? The water holding capacity in these will be reduced. Like see, if you take a bucket of water, an empty bucket and a bucket filled with half sand, then you fill the water, what will happen? In which bucket you will have more water? In the empty bucket, because in this bucket half of the bucket is filled with sand, so you will get only half bucket water. Yes or no? So why these dams or tanks or all these being constructed? Because if they are not constructed and if the flow of water is not checked by from time to time, from place to place, what will happen is the river water, when you have heavy rains, it will be flowing down and join the sea. Once the river water joins the sea, it will be of no use, children. Okay, because what will happen is the rain water or the river water is fresh water which we drink, manchineelu, and sea and ocean water will be salty. Due to the minerals present in it, it will be salty. Okay, so what will happen? Before joining the sea, what will the people do? They start holding the water. They can't hold like this, no? So they construct dams, check dams, or they construct tanks. చెరువులు అంటాం కదా, చెరువులు, వాగులు, all these. So what will happen? Now this floodplain also, from time to time the sand is being taken out. Is it clear? So what happens? And moreover, during the rainy season or even during the winter season, you will have lot of water in the rivers, isn't it? So what will happen? They try to stop the water. You must have seen a dam also. On the one side of the dam, near the gates, when the gates are closed, you don't find much water at all. But if the gates are opened, you must have seen, isn't it? What will happen? Water will be coming out with force. Yes or no? And you'll have a lot of sound. You'll be afraid to see also. So what will happen? It will be going on with force. So the other side, when the gates are closed, on the other side you will have water being stored. That is called as a reservoir. The reservoir is a place where the water is stored. Strong walls are built so that water can be stopped. And when the level of water increases during heavy rains, what will happen? The gates will be open to let out the water. And a scale will be there, children. A measurement scale will be there. And based on that, what they will do? They will control the flow of water. Okay, from reaching the sea. Is it clear? And nowadays you must have seen in TV, news and all, so many places where there is no water, they have dug canals, and through pipes they have started flowing of water into those places where there was shortage of water earlier. So now they can bring more land under cultivation. Okay, and moreover children, you have about vegetation also. What is vegetation? You heard of vegetation? No, vegetation is nothing but trees, children. Forest area, all trees come under vegetation. So this vegetation plays an important role in soil erosion. What happens? Soil will be going off. The top layer of the soil will be washed off. That is called as soil erosion. So here what happens? This trees, vegetation is nothing but trees. The trees with their roots hold the soil from getting eroded. Understood? So in that way they help soil in preventing soil erosion. And at the same time you have Haritaharam projects and all. Yes, we have participated in Haritaharam also. It is a program being implemented by the Telangana government to plant more number of trees to increase greenery. In 6th class you had a lesson for greenery, isn't it? So just today, as part of this, I want you to write down a paragraph regarding Haritaharam. Okay, what is Haritaharam and why this Haritaharam is being implemented, you have to write. Write in your own words, children, whether you participated or not and whether it is good for the society or not, you write down. Okay, and now later you write down about afforestation and deforestation. What is afforestation? Planting of more number of trees is called afforestation, and deforestation means cutting down of trees in the forest area is called as deforestation. So what are the effects of deforestation and what are the uses of afforestation? Like that you write down, children. Afforestation, either you can write as a paragraph or as differences between afforestation and deforestation, because with the deforestation we have lot of disadvantages. Okay, so to increase forest area we started afforestation, and planting of trees in the society is called as social forestry by man, because forest is nature given by God. So the trees which are planted by man is called as social forestry, children. Okay, so what will happen is, now I will be telling you today what are floods. Yes, floods means nothing but the inflow of water into the rivers is more. When heavy rains are there, continuous heavy rains are there, so water gets collected with force into the rivers. And I told you flood plains and all. So what will happen? The flood plain will be full with water, filled up with water. And when the force is more, wherever on the banks, man gut antam. Okay, so the rivers, what will happen? The water will be always flapping onto the banks, and if there is a loose soil, because it becomes wet, and it is very easy for the water to push down. Okay, when it is overflowing the banks, then it is considered as floods, children. What is the cause for floods? Excessive rainfall or over rainfall is relates to or leads to floods. And when there are floods, you must have seen in news also, sometimes when they come to know about floods, what will happen? They will try to make the people to leave that place and go to some other safe place, so that they will not be affected by the floods. So tomorrow in the next class, what I am going to tell is what are the precautions you have to take when you get an announcement regarding the floods. During the floods, what all you have to take, what care you have to take, and after floods, how you have to be protected from the flood water, we will be discussing, because clear cut points are given in the textbook, children. I will be reading them out and I will explain to you, and I want you to keep the book open. Understood? If you have the textbooks, kindly take the textbooks from your seniors. If your any of your friends or your seniors are there nearby to your houses, collect the textbooks and keep, so that we can read and we can discuss more about the precautions to be taken during floods and after floods. Okay, children? Thank you.